Good morning, Internet. This is Alex does Sudokus, and it is Wednesday, the 28th of October 2020, and we have another New York Times hard Sudoku for us today. So, let's have a look. We can pencil mark in a pair of ones down here. These two ones locks a pair of ones there, which creates a pointed pair, locking another pair of ones over here. Got a pair of ones here because of these two ones taking up the rows. And I think that's all the ones. I can quickly see a 3 over here whilst I was looking at the bottom corner. And let's stay with the 3s for a second since we started it. We have another 3. Oh, no. Being silly there. I misread, thinking that wasn't a 3. Okay, so 2s. We have a 2 here because of these 2s. And I think that's all I can do with 2s. So let's put a 4 here because of these 4s. Those two 4s locks a pair of 4s over here. And let's see, I think that's all I can do with the 4s. So moving on to the 5s, we've got nothing that I can see. 6s, we have a pair of 6s here because of this 6 and that 6. So that further locks a pair of 6s over there. And I think that's it. 7s, got a pair of 7s here because of this 7. So, can't do anything else. Pair of 8s over here because of these two 8s. And an 8 over here because of these two 8s. So, what does that 8 do? Nothing, actually. So, that's all the 8s. 9s, we have a pair of 9s there because of these two 9s. And that 9 there. And I think that's it. So that's one round of the notations. So, the other day, over the weekend, I had a look into eye tracking software and realised how expensive they are. But I kind of thought, if money wasn't an issue, I think it'd be really interesting to show you guys where I'm actually looking with eye tracking software. But unfortunately, they're like £200 to get the eye tracker. I think there are some webcam versions, but you can't export the data live. So if anyone knows anything that I can use to do eye tracking, I think it's like for free, which I understand is probably an impossibility given how immature the technology is for it. But yeah, please do let me know in the comments below, and I can look into it. Until then, you just have to, I'll try and use the mouse to indicate where I'm looking, but yeah, I'm not sure if that's really going to work. So let's see, let's look at this column. We're missing 2, 5, 6, and 2, 5, 6, and 7. So I've got 2 and 6, so that's 5 and 7. No, I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this. Oh, this is a triple, so this is 6, 8, and 7. And that's slightly annoying, because I've got 7 here, 8 here, and nothing there. So, I did want to have a look at this to see if this is a triple, because I've got 1 and 6 looking into there, but it's only a 6 that's forming a triple there. So, because I've already got a 2s there, if I can like have another number that covers another 2 numbers that covers 3 cells, that would be really useful. So let's see, we've got an 8 as the highest number we've got. So let's do another round of notations to see if the board has changed at all. 1s, 2s, 2, 2. I've already got the 2s down there, 3s. So 3s are there, and here, and here. 4s. 4, 4, 4. 4, 5s. Can't see anything with 5s. Oh, hang on, that's a lie. I've got pointed triple of 5s over here, so that means These two are 5s. Okay. Doesn't do anything immediately, but it may help later. 6s. 7s. Okay, 7s. We've got a pair of 7s in these two cells because this 7 blocks out these 3 cells, and I noticed that 7s were locked in rows 1 and 3, and I've got 7 locked in rows 1 and 3 there. Another way of looking is, if we look at that column, the 7 blocks that cell, which I did look at earlier, but I didn't actually use it to indicate where the 7 was. So that was a bit silly of me. But I think that's all I can do. I can pencil mark things in, but I can't place things. So I've gone from 1 to 7 and I've not placed any numbers. And since the highest number is an 8, the board hasn't changed since I placed the 8. That implies I'm not going to get anything else from this grid now. So I think it's just a case of checking to make sure that I haven't missed anything. Okay, so since the 7s were locked in those 2 cells, they're now on columns 4 and 6. Well, 7 can only go in columns 4 and 6 as well. That means 7 has to be in column 5 in the middle, in the bottom cage. So that places a 7 there, which unlocks a 2, which unlocks a 5. So do they do anything for us? So 5s doesn't do anything. 2 locks a pair of 2s over there. My alarm is going off. I keep forgetting to turn off my alarm. Like disable my phone's alarm permanently. Okay, what about a 7? Does a 7 do anything for us? No, it doesn't. But I also have a pair of 9s there now. And I think that's it. But if we look at these 2 cages, any numbers that are not... Well, in fact, there's a triple here, basically. So that means that has to be a 6. That has to be a 1. Because I know the 6s and 1s are pencil marked in such a way that those are only 2 positions that they can exist. But it can't go in the rest of the cages. So they had to be in those 2 cells. So the last number on this row is a 9. And so this is how we unlock the puzzle. So let's see. Do any of those numbers do anything for us? Not really. Because 6s are pencil marked in 9. We can't do any additional pencil markings. And 1s are already completed up there. So I think it's just a case of going around and... well, I suppose I can put in this triple, which is a 2, 3, and 4. So I might as well pencil mark them in. I don't think I've unlocked this triple of 6, 7, and 8, so there's no point in wasting time on it. I do wonder about the 4, 3, what is this? 4, 3, 9, and 7. So I've got 3 and 9 now, so that's 4 and 7, but there's not really much point to looking at this, I don't think. I don't think that's enough information. Oh, but I do have a pair up here on this column. So this pair is 6. Well, I've got 6 looking into that cell. So 6 goes there and 5 goes here. So that unlocks a pair of 5s there. And that 6 unlocks the 6 down here. So does a 5 do anything else? The 5 locks a pair of... Oops. Locks a pair of 5s over here. And I think that's it for now. So let's look at this cage for a second. 4, 2, 5. I'm missing 7s. And what are they? 7s and 6s. Can't deduce them just yet. What about this cage? In fact, these 2. Oh yeah, this is another pair within this row. So they have to be 7 and 8. 7 and 8. And since, again, I've pencil marked in the 8 as such, that 8 could only go there. That's why I knew that's the 7. So with that in mind, we can place the 7s, and let's see, can we place any 8s or 7s? Not yet, we can't, but this 7 means the 7s have to be in these 2 rows, the same as in this cage, so 7 has to be in row 6 over here, but I've got a pointer pair of 7s looking into this cell, so 7 has to go here, and that's a 9, so with that I can unlock another 9 here because of these 2 9s, and now these 2 9s unlock a 9 over there, so I've got a final pair of 9s in these 4 cells. So, have I got something developing over here? I've got 4, 5, 7, and 8. I don't have an 8 visible anywhere, so that's not unlocked yet. But I do know that these 2 are 3s because of that 3 over there. So, what are these now? 3, 4, and 7. So I can't resolve that just yet. What about this? This is 1, 2, 1, 2, and 5. Just gonna blow my nose quickly. What was it again? 1, 2, 1, 2, and 5. I've got 5 there. No, I'm not gonna resolve that. I've got a triple here of 1, 9, and 6. 1, 9, and 6. Also can't resolve that. So, but this 6 unlocks the 6 over there, because I've got a matching pair of 2s and 7s there, so they're out of play. So 6 and 5 can be placed. That locks a further pair of 6s over here. I've already got 5 over here. So 1, 6, and 9. And 1, 3, and 9 can't be resolved. Okay, let's move on in that case. I've got another pair here developing, which is 2. But 2 can only go there because of that 2. And 8. So that means there's a pair of 8s up here. And I've got a pair of 8s over there as well. So I think everything is pencil marked in here. Not super helpful yet. What about in this cage? What have I pencil marked in? The 1s. So 1s are being a bit naughty at the moment. Yeah, and they're staying naughty. But I do have a pair of 2s over there. So I think at this stage, the quickest thing to do, since I've changed the board a lot, is probably to go around and quickly pencil mark in anything that I see and see if it unlocks the puzzle. 5. And Sod's Law, I'm not going to find anything. I've got a pair of 5s there, so that's something. 6. 6 is over the... okay, there we go. So 6 can't go in this cell. This 6 locked the 6 over there, so that unlocks the 6 and 1. And that further unlocks a pair of 6s over here. And this 1 doesn't unlock anything for us, but it unlocks a pair of 4s and 5s. So therefore, that can't be a 5 anymore. And the 4s are locked in those 2 cells. Okay. Anything else? Does a 7 do anything? The 1, 9... Nope. Okay, so now I'm left with 2s and 5s in these 2 cells, and 5 has to go there because of that 5. So 2s and 5s are done, and I'm left with 1s, 6, and 4. And of course, I can't resolve any of them. And I don't have any triples that I can see on this column, so... oh well. Any other weak areas I can attack now? 2, 7, and 4. But I don't have anything to unlock it, so... I can't remember where I got to with the pencil markings. I'm guessing I got to 7s? Because I was... no, maybe... yeah, let's look at 7s. Can I do anything else with 7s? Yes, I can... oops. Put a pair of 7s over here, which locks the 7s over here as well. 8s. 8s are locked in those 2 cells. And kind of anywhere. So I think that's all the pencil markings I can do for now. I've got a quadruple down here, and something's not right because I assume to have 5 numbers, and that's because that 2 cleans out that 2, locking a pair of 4s and 3s. So does that 2 do anything else? Yes, that 2 unlocks another 2 here because of these 2s, and that 2 unlocks the 2s and 7s, but also, before I forget, it also unlocked the 8 earlier on, so that locks a pair of 8s over there. So 7 and 2 over here, I don't think they do anything. But it doesn't lock the 4 and 7 because 7 can't go in this cell based on the pencil markings, and I've only got the 3 cells in the same cache, so 7 has to go there, 4 has to go there, and therefore this is a 3, and that unlocks the 4 and the 4 over here, which unlocks the 1 and 6, and this one unlocks the 1 up here, which unlocks the 8, 5 and 7 as well. This 7 unlocks the 7 up there, 3 down here, 8 over there and 4 over here. So that unlocks the 3, and the 3 is over here, unlocking the 9 and the 6. This 9 unlocks the 1 and 9 up here. So the 4 and 5 can be unlocked by this 4. And finally, I have a 1. And that's today's New York Times hard Sudoku. I hope that's been useful. If it was, please leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, I shall see you tomorrow. Bye!